going to be trying to make a computer because apparently people don't know. I'm not actually going to buy the components because that is expensive. Don't have the money. But people say, oh no, I can't run this game. If the game you're trying to run is pretty simple, like Minecraft, then we wouldn't have any problem. So I'm going to show you how to build a PC or buy a pre-built one that is decent, or a laptop if you want to buy one. And so, first, we want to go onto a website called kex.com. It is mainly for certain countries, so if you're in America and Southeast Asia, possibly won't work. Oh, wait. But the list is the UK, Ireland, Australia, India, Spain, Portugal, Italy, the Canary Islands, Mexico, Poland, the Netherlands, and Malaysia. So if you're in any of those places, try and find another way to do it. So yeah, what do you want to buy? It's being glitchy. Okay, hold on. I'm going to the paradox. Yeah, oh, there we go. So yeah, so once you go onto kex.com or au.rebuy.com for Australia, I think it's different for other places. And yeah, and these have secondhand tech for great prices. For example, if you search up PS3, they would have a PS3 Slim, for example, if you try to find one. I've used this a lot. And look at this, $150 PS3 Slim, 160GB. You can get games for cheap. It's pretty good. Now, our goal is to build a PC, so we need a GPU. That is going to probably be our first step. So we search up GPU, and we scroll down here, PCI's best graphics card in stock online. We load high, and look at this! You probably won't buy that, but hey, just a heads up. So, I won't have anything here to, refine the search, but you can get them for like $20 if you want a 1GB DX11, which is very good. You want to go to around page 5, and then you get to good stuff like a 1066GB GDDR5. The 1060 would run pretty good in most games. It is a little bit old, but apart from that, it would run. We even have a GTX 1650 for $450. It is great, and you can even get RX 6500 XTs cheap. I don't know anything about AMD cards, so, but most of these are GDDR5, like this one. Some are GDDR6, and if you do one, I'm pretty sure we can go to the final one, hit high to low. Yeah, they do have a 5090 in stock. It's GDDR7, so what, 8,800? Yeah, so if you want them with high performance and for cheap, and you don't mind getting them secondhand, go to au.webuy.com or search up Kex on Google. So yeah, we're going to hit around page 6 because we want a $200 GPU. Here's a 1080 8GB GDDR5X, and we will be getting that one, 240GB. Now, this is completely optional, and I do not suggest you do this, but set up CPU. Also get all this on chip. Nope. AMD. There we go. Yeah, so I do sell these. Only really get these if you have to get a 5th gen like this one. This is pretty good. So far, our basket is looking pretty good. Now, we want to go into Amazon.com and we need to find a motherboard. Ideally, on ITX. Right, so we need motherboard. We have to find an AM DDR4 socket and DDR4 RAM, because grab a DDR4 build. Now look at these. Here is a sponsored result. And here's Amazon's choice: the Gigabyte B550MK motherboard, AM4 Ryzen 5000 processors. We have a Ryzen 5000 processor. We are going to add to cart. So now that we have the Gigabyte, we have a motherboard now. Next idea is to probably get some RAM, and of course you're going to set up here. 16 gigs of DDR4 with 3200 mega transfers per second RAM would be optimal, so we're going to do with that. That's the DDR5. We want DDR4 desktop 240 pin. They have 32 results. 17, which I actually have in stock. We click load a high, and boom. This is the crappiest stick of RAM you'll ever see. So I'm going to scroll down, have a look until we find a decent stick of 8GB RAM, which is 3000 mega transfers per second. We want to hit that twice, so I can get 16 gigabytes. As you can see on our motherboard, they have 2 RAM slots. Now, we need an SSD. So, of course, we're going to set it up on here. We can get a 512GB SSD M.2 slot, and it's from Samsung and only $5. Now, we have everything we need. Now we need a CPU cooler. The one that is on the AM4 platform. So, yeah. And look at this, we got all the expensive ones. We want to get the Samurai Peerless Assassin 120 SE is great. Now, it looks like we're all done. We just need to get a case and a power supply. And of course, we need to research how much intake the NVIDIA GeForce 1080 takes. So, of course I'm going on ChatGPT, I don't care, I'm going on. So, alright, we need 550 watt. So we have 550 watt. Sorry, 550 watt power supply. Of course, it'll be here. I'm gonna look for a good one, like from Thermaltake. If you don't buy that one, you will not be able to see the fan. Probably. It's just a rip. Anyway, now we can get to the case. That board is micro ATX. So, I think it is. Let me just check. Yes, micro ATX. And look at this, we have a whole bunch of cool cases. So of course that looks good. It's from Thermaltake, that's a good one. Micro. You can see it, yeah. Right. So we'll get one back. It's free delivery. Free international delivery. That's going to be by 2026. Meanwhile, that one can get here in a week. Yeah, so that makes sense. So now we have everything we need. Of course, we're going to get a calculator up. So, yeah. So we have a total price of everything here. That's $479. Plus, that is 85 plus 67, and then we have these two, plus 107 plus 33.99. So that comes out to a $771 PC.